It's Ryan here, still behind the camera, but I'll be there in a bit. Right now, got some guests to introduce to you. We got Bob from Ironmedics here, and we got the Vice President from Ironmedics. I forget your name, sorry.
Mark.
Mark, thank you. Yes.
Hey, afternoon, everybody. How we doing? It's been a couple months since I was here last, but now we got some other things to talk about. We got an event going on tomorrow, so we'll let Ryan lead in with whatever questions he's got.
Yeah. Well, since you mentioned it, why don't you talk about the event a little bit?
Yeah, tomorrow, May 4th, weather looks like it's going to be good, so, it's still a week until Bike Week, so we figure we get a lot more of the locals down here instead of some of the crazies. But we're raising funds for an organization known as Joint Task Force Canines with the president, Keith Holland. He does a lot of work with service dogs, dealing with PTSD for veterans and our law enforcement guys, which is kind of something Ironmedics is all about, dealing with the post-traumatic syndrome that a lot of paramedics, EMTs, and first responders deal with. So it was a good partnership between Ironmedics EMSMC and Joint Task Force Canines. But Keith does a lot of new science behind the scenes besides just matching up people with a service dog. He brings in like 5 at a time. Each recipient of a dog and the dogs themselves are handpicked and matched up. They bring people in like 5 at a time, so it's a very elaborate process to see who matches up better with each particular dog. They pay for them, the recipients from wherever they're coming from the country. They feed them, they house them, for like a week, and then once they are matched up with the dog, then that one person out of that group stays for training with the dogs themselves. But the way Keith does things is a lot of science. He's on the cutting edge of doing something really great with PTSD and the anxiety attacks that a lot of first responders, our law enforcement people, and veterans suffer from. Versus, I know a lot of people see videos of people with their service dogs, helping them with their panic attacks and stuff, and you'll see the videos of the dogs coming over and jumping up on their shoulders and hugging them and everything, but it's already too late by then. The attack's already in, and that's to try and calm the person down post anxiety attack. What Keith does, they do baseline blood samples and everything, because our body and our brains release chemicals when we are having these attacks. So he deals with sampling people at baseline when they're having an attack, and the dogs are trained specifically for that one person, which is why it's a very elaborate process to match somebody up with the dog. But these dogs are actually trained to help prevent the people and the recipients from having an anxiety attack or PTSD attack to begin with at all, because the dogs sense the body's chemical release of this. So the dog's already there before they go into this. So it was just a really good fit for us to deal with Keith and this organization. And so they'll be out there. One of the puppies, an 11-week-old puppy, will be out there tomorrow with us, so you can, see them and talk directly with Keith's wife. She will be there, and their vice president of the company will be there. And that's really what we're going to about. We're going to have a 50-mile ride. Registration starts at 9:30 till 10:45. Kickstands are going up at 11. When we come back from the ride, the Keith Atwood Band will be playing for us at 1 o'clock. And food will be provided as part of your registration. Everyone will be given wristband and stuff. So come on out and have a great day before Bike Week actually starts.
Yep, that's right. Sounds like a good time. Can you both tell me what is the most rewarding part about being a part of Ironmedics?
I got this one.
Go right ahead.
Well, for me personally, it was, I guess, finding something to belong to. Me personally, I had my own struggles with mental health and with PTSD, and I kind of just really never felt like I had that brotherhood outside the fire department. So I started riding motorcycles, and one thing led to another, and I moved here 3 years ago. Met you?
More like four.
4 years ago. And I started riding with Bob. Next thing I know, we had our own chapter up and running, and the rest of it's history. I mean, it's just been a really positive part of my life. It gives me something to, it gives me kind of a purpose, you know, it gives me something to work towards.
So now Slim's got new stress factors. He's
Yeah.
going to be a dad in a week.
Oh.
First time father.
Ooh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah, on top of putting on an event, we're also having a baby in like a week, so.
All right. I want to know also, what is the most important thing you've learned while being a part of Iron Medics?
Probably that, you know what, as far as law enforcement, first responders, EMS, the whole realm, and everybody in this line of work or profession, even, you know, doctors, nurses in hospitals and stuff, and the staff, you see things that other people don't see, that the general public doesn't see, and you have to deal with it. I mean, from amputations to severe injuries, you know, compound fractures, gunshot wounds, you name it, and we've seen it. But probably the most gut-wrenching thing is when a child gets hurt. That one sticks with you. Losing a child in a traumatic accident, however it may be. And everybody has to deal with it in this line of work, and it goes unrecognized. So that's where the anxiety attacks, the PTSD, how to release some of that and the thoughts that are in your head. Because if you just keep suppressing them and burying them, they're going to surface one time, and it's going to affect your personal life outside of that world. So, you know, we have resources. We can put people in contact with professionals to help them talk through these things, or whatever treatments they may need to help them do that. So, you know, it's a great process.
Yeah, you learned a lot. Very good experiences. Another question I want to know is, where do you see Iron Medics 3 years from now?
Well, we won't quite be as big as Tunnel of the Towers, but I'd say somewhere in between there and
A few more chapters in a few more states. I mean, we have chapters up on Long Island, New York, out in Wisconsin, Idaho, Kentucky. So little by little, you know, we have a couple new potential chapters coming on board down in Georgia and Texas, and even Florida. So, you know, we like to grow and raise awareness throughout the country on the issues of PTSD and anxiety.
And if you're elsewhere in the country and you're in fire, EMS, law enforcement, and you want to get a chapter started, please feel free to
Reach out to us.
I mean, we'll get you in touch with the right people.
How can they reach out to you?
Well, my personal Facebook, Iron Medics, Medic 3 Beach Crew Facebook page. Each chapter has a Facebook page. There is a website. We're switching servers over, so Iron Medics EMSMC.com isn't up and running right now, but we can let people know when they are. You know, there's email addresses on all of the Facebook pages for each individual chapter and the founding chapter. So you can just reach out. We'll help you get a chapter going.
That's right, and then you can also reach out to Jamin Leather as well and tell us, and then we'll redirect you to them.
Appreciate it.
Yep, go into our social medias or email us, help@jaminleather.com, you know. We'll redirect you to them and get you in touch with them. So then, our question I had is, what should someone who's thinking about joining Iron Medics, you know, they're thinking about joining, why should they?
It's a brotherhood and a sisterhood. I mean, we have females, you know, nurses and stuff, part of the chapter. And you always feel like you want to give back to your community, you know, doing whatever you can. It's always not just about the individual. It's more about the club and the togetherness and going forward as one giant body with more hands than just one person trying to do something on their own.
For me, it's kind of like being in the fire department again. Only difference is I put down one piece of leather and picked up a new one. But yeah, it's like he said, it's about the brotherhood, sisterhood, just the camaraderie, knowing that you always have somebody that has your back that you can reach out to 24 hours a day. I think that's the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't you just give a little recap of your event and what that's coming up?
Yeah, tomorrow, May 4th, registration starts at 9:30. It'll be at Cali Baker's down in North Myrtle here on Lake Arrowhead Road. Kickstands go up at 11. We should be back around 12:30. We have some giveaways. We have a raffle. The puppy will be there from Joint Task Force, and we have a band coming on. Have lunch, part of your registration, and enjoy the day. Some good music, good people, good cause.
Yeah, and if you don't have a bike or you can't make the ride, that's fine. We still want you to come out, hang out with us. Like I said, it's going to be a good time. Barbecue, puppies. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Oh yeah, sounds fun. Thank you guys for joining us. Is there
Ryan,
anything
thanks.
else?
Pleasure. Good
Appreciate
seeing you
it,
again,
Ryan.
man.
All right. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Ryan.
No problem. All right, now I'm back here. Let's go. I guess we're going rogue. That's right. You guys can feel free to leave anytime you want, or
Thanks,
stay as you want, whatever you want. So, talking about events, let's talk about Bike Week. That's right, Jam and Leather. We got some stuff going on Bike Week, as you can see here. Little banner. We got the this may be cut out and not live, but this is the vendors coming up here. Right there, Jam and Leather. So why don't I show you the events? That's right, slow-mo porta-john races. That's right, here at Jam and Leather, you and a friend can come down. You can race porta-johns. Name of the game is to be across the finish line last. Yes, that's interesting. Usually it's first, but this time last. So yes, you gotta balance. You gotta do all that. It's very much skill. Now, let's talk about some charity bike runs here at Jam and Leather. Here we go. Right here on Tuesday, May 14th, we have the American Legion Riders. The registration is at Jam and Leather. It's from 9:30 to 10:30. Kickstands up 11 a.m. And registration includes free burgers and hot dogs at Squirrel's Nest Bar and Grill. That's in Loris. And at 2 p.m., we'll be returning to Jam and Leather for an auction. Ooh, yes, and that's right. And you can see the prices there, and anything else you want to do right there. And the benefit is for Hori Post 111 American Legion Riders. All right, and then we also have BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse. Their benefit run is on Thursday, May 16th. Registration is here at Jam and Leather from 10 to 11 a.m. Kickstands up at 11 a.m. Participating stops that we have Callie's Baker's Firehouse and Grill, Myrtle Beach. You got Tidal Creek Brew House, Myrtle Beach. You got Magoo's Sports Bar and Spirits, Myrtle Beach. And then we're going back to Jam and Leather as well for an auction here. And those leather auctions, you definitely want to come here. You get some good deals right here. You have Jam and Jamie, one of the best auctioneers ever. He could have been on Storage Wars, but he chose not to. That last part may not be true, but the auctions having great deals is true, and that you can get some nice leather. So come down here to Jam and Leather. That's 1222 Port Drive, Myrtle Beach, right by the airport. You see the airport right there? That's us. All right, now let's continue. Let's talk about Nom Nights. That's right, their benefit run is on Friday, May 17th. Registration is at Jam and Leather from 10 to 11 a.m. There will be live music by Dash here. Participating stops are McFadden's Sports Pub, which is in Conway, Magoo's Sports Bar and Spirit, Myrtle Beach, yet again, River City Cafe, and then returning to Myrtle Beach. There you go, and that's benefiting the Joint Task Force Canines. And there's that one. All right, and finally, our last biker event that we have. Let me just put that off the screen there. Sorry, guys. That was hiding there. My apologies. All right. So that for our Saturday benefit run is for Heaven Saints Motorcycle Ministry. Registration is from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Jam and Leather. Kickstands up at 12 p.m. Noon as well. And the participating stops are Backyard Bar and Grill, Myrtle Beach, Boathouse Waterway Bar and Grill, Myrtle Beach, and returning to Jam and Leather for an auction. So there you go. We do appreciate helping out all these great organizations. Coming here, always like to help them out. And also, I mentioned the Porta John races, but we have a booth. booths in Myrtle Beach with some vendors. One of them is Lift Kings, and there's going to be some celebrities from Counting Cars coming here. That's right. They'll be here on May 16th to 18th, and they'll be here signing autographs. You want to meet some celebrities? Ryan Evans and Horny Mike. I don't know if Count's going to be here. We still haven't got word back on that, but Ryan Evans and Horny Mike should be here. So that'll be fun. Sign some autographs, meet some people, and then shop at Jamin Leather. And there you go. Now, since we're talking about Bike Week, let me show off some merch you can get just for Bike Week. Usually we're showing off leather. This time we're showing off t-shirts. That's right. You can see this is a deep V-neck t-shirt. Our deep V-neck t-shirts are $26.99 on our store here. You're going to see the colors that's available from showing the different samples, but here's the one V-neck t-shirt in multiple sizes. Here you go. You can see yet another color. Ooh, another design as well. Should show the back. But yeah, this is for just not our non-V-neck t-shirts. So yeah, there you go. You can see that V-necks and our regular t-shirts come in both all the colors shown. But you gotta come quick and get them before they run out. That's right. So there you go. You can see a little blue right here as well. You got the nice year right here. Then you say you want a darker blue. Darker blue right here. That's right. There you go. You can check it out. Now, let's say maybe Myrtle Beach is a little hot right now, but because in the winter sometimes it turns cold, you're like, you need a hoodie. Or you're going back somewhere where it does turn cold a lot, or anything like that. Boom, we got a hoodie for you. That's right, our hoodies are $42.99. Right here you see available in gray. Looks very nice soft material. We got them in blue. There we go, you can see in blue right here. And again, another design. And you say, you know what? You want it in black. We got you covered. Here it is. In black right for you. And there you go. Now, let's say you're like, you know what? I need something for my head. Maybe a hat or something. Boom. That's right. Here you go. You can see our Bike Week hats. Here we go. You can see nice. Look at that. Adjustable back. And those hats start off at $24.99. All of them are $24.99. And so you start off. Here you go. Got this black, white design. Boom. Boom, boom. There you go. You want blue? Light blue? We have it. And there you go. A nice light blue look there. Gray. Gray is here. Now yes, there's all our selection. So yep, you look in the Bike Week merch, come right here. What if you're saying, you know what, I want last year's Bike Week merch because either I missed out on not being here Bike Week or I missed out on Bike Week merch completely. We got you covered on some great deals here. For Bike Week, our shirts for last year's are $10 and 3 for $25. So you want to get one for a friend or something, or you like the shirt so much you want different color styles. And you got to take advantage of that 3 for $10. The hats are $10 as well. Yes, that's right. That's a steal of a deal right there. Yep. So if you just missed out, or let's just say you want a good deal, that's right. Check out those products from last year. Now, let's say you want leather. Right here, we got our little catalog. You can call Jamin Leather. Call us. We have 2 numbers. We have 843294122. So that's 3 2s. You can call us right there. You can give us your address. We'll send you a catalog right there. If you don't do the internet, well, you must do the internet if you're watching this. Or if you know someone who doesn't really like the internet, doesn't want to do anything, not technical savvy, you just give them that number. They give them that address, send the catalog. They can then look at our selection, pick out, call us back, and then place an order over the phone. No internet. There you go. If you're not internet savvy, There you go. We also have an 800 number, which is 800-795-1. Sorry, I'll repeat it again, the 800. So it's 800-795-2646. There you go. Call that 800 number as well. You'll be able to reach us. You do the same thing. Or you can email us, help@jaminleather.com. There you go. And, you know, you want it to either email us on behalf of a friend to send it because, again, not technological savvy, or just not a fan of technology, you know. Computers may take over someday, so maybe they're on the right side and we're on the wrong side. But yes, just reach out and then you'll be able to send your catalog, get our nice selection. I should also mention our TikTok deal. Yes, TikTok listeners and viewers. We got our keychains here. You can click that product link below, or you can go to shop.jaminleather.com to get these keychains as well. You got a little nice deal here, a little nice variety. You can take advantage of the Abby code on TikTok. You can also take advantage of the Abby code on our website as well. Enter that in, $5 off if you're doing a small purchase, like a keychain. You know, it won't get there because it needs to be $25 or more. But maybe if you do multiple keychains, something like that, get to $25, get a little something off there. Let's say you're being a big shopper, doing a lot of shopping. 25% off the second item, or 50% off the third item. So there you go. You get a nice deal there. And we mentioned this before. We still got $50 jackets. I don't know how. We have not gotten rid of them all yet, but we still have them. I suspect that basically all of them will be getting rid of by Bike Week. I think they'll be going fast. They'll be the first items to go during Bike Week. So you're online now. Now is pretty much your last chance before Bike Week, because I don't see them sticking around past then. You know, a lot of people want to take advantage of a deal, so you got to get ahead of them. You got to go to shop.jaminleather.com. Go to the sales tab. You'll see leather jackets. It'll sort prices by sale, and then you can take advantage of those steals of a deal, which is all those $50 jackets. All right. I think that's pretty much it for us. As you can see before, a little bit of touch on the vendor locations. We have Jamin Leather right here, of course, by the airport. We have the Rat Hole near us. They have some vendors right over there. We have Murphy Charlie Davidson. They have vendors. We have Spokes and Bones Saloon right there. Don't know. May have just been cut off a little bit, but you can see right there. We got Suck Bang Blow. We got the Beaver Bar. We got Coastal Indian right there. And then we got another Myrtle Beach Harley Davidson location right there. So there's some vendor locations. If you want to know vendor locations, you can go to mbeventguide.com. That's right. There's a list of them there. There's also a list of locations that'll be at Jamin Leather. Some vendors there. There'll be a list of events as well. That'll be throughout the Myrtle Beach area for Bike Week, as well as some events at Jamin Leather. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I'm glad you stopped by. Hope you got a lot of information about the event with Iron Medics, as well. If you missed out on anything or missed out, you can watch the replay or reach out to us, and then we'll try to redirect you and get you that information going. So sounds great. Thank you guys for joining us, and goodbye.